What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, aka Bishop, here for this year's college game day, and I'm back, y'all. I'm back by popular demand. I'm here. It's the Power 3 podcast, but it's again just your boy Sean, aka Bishop, doing my thing. It's just me, but I'm here making things happen. So with that being said, let me go ahead and get everything under wraps or whatever. Let me go ahead and get you on here. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and get this one thing showed for you, so you can have that showing while we watch. While I give you my predictions, I should say while I'm giving you my predictions for this year's 2017-18 college season. So with that being said, let me get my stuff together. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why this joint ain't. Oh, here we go. This is what it's. All right, here we go. Let's get it real quick. All right, here we go. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get this started. As y'all know, the college NCAA football season has officially started. Yesterday, last night, the what do you want to call it? The 31st of August. It started last night, so we had a few games last night. Those that watch me on here, that's been following me on YouTube, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. For those that watch, y'all know that I only do the top 25 teams in the college NCAA football. So with that being said, let me go ahead and get it started with the games that played on some played. Actually, I take that back. Some played on August the 26th. That was the start of the first week of the college season. So with that being said, the first game of the college NCAA season was South Florida Bulls playing San Jose State, the Spartans. The Bulls came away with the victory 42-22. Stanford also played the Rice Owls on that same day, blowing out the Owls 62-7. And again, like I stated before, I made a mistake. Please apologize. I apologize for that. Please forgive me. But last night was the second part of Week 1 NCAA college game day, as you would like to say, or like I would like to say. So with that being said, Tulsa, the Golden Hurricanes played OSU, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, with the Cowboys finishing off Tulsa 59-24. Then you had the number 2 Ohio State Buckeyes getting a scare from the Indiana Hoosiers, but the Buckeyes came away with the win 49-21. Please keep in mind, for those that watch my show, that y'all know I'm a huge Oklahoma fan, and Oklahoma faces the number 2 ranked Ohio State next Saturday. So I will be representing my Sooners in hopes that we get a win against those Buckeyes next week. However, tonight's games, and with that being said, with tonight's games, the number 8 Washington Huskies, and this is where I start my predictions at, the Washington Huskies, I keep saying Washington State, please forgive me. First week, I got to get all my bugs out. Washington Huskies face the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers. All right? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and take the Washington Huskies to take that win. That game is at 8 p.m. on FS1, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 Central Standard Time. Then the second game for tonight, the Utah State Aggies face the number 9 Wisconsin Badgers. That game is at 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN, and I'm going with Wisconsin on that game. Not a huge, you know how the first week of NCAA, mostly each team is normally playing, some mediocre teams that shouldn't be any upsets for the most part, but there are some sometimes. Now, moving on to Saturday's games, the NCAA Saturday, as we like to call it. Let's go. And with that being said, we got Kent State kicking off Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN against the number 5 ranked Clemson Tigers. Of course, I'm going with Clemson. Even though they don't have Deshaun Watson no more, I still feel Clemson can come out with the win. The second game, or the game also coming on at the same time, 12 p.m. Eastern on ABC, is Akron Zips versus number 6 Penn State, the Nittany Lions. And I'm going with Penn State. They're ranked number 6. It shouldn't be no reason why they should lose. Then also playing at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on FS1, we have the Maryland Terrapins facing the number 23, my rival, our Oklahoma Sooner rival, Texas Longhorns, which the Texas Longhorns should beat Maryland. That game, like I said, is at FS1 on FS1 at 12 p.m. Eastern. I'm going with the Texas Longhorns. Next, the 12:30 Eastern game, Bethune-Cookman Wildcats faces the number 18 Miami, Florida Hurricanes. I'm going to go with Florida. I don't see Bethune-Cookman doing anything against the Hurricanes. It is what it is. And then at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox, we have the UTEP Miners, the University of Texas El Paso, facing my Oklahoma Sooners, ranked number 7 in the nation right now. And of course, I don't even have to tell you, but y'all know I'm going with my Sooners with that win right there. Next, we have at 3:30 also, we have the number 11 ranked Michigan Wolverines facing the number 17 Florida Gators. 2 ranked teams playing against each other this in the first week. One of the 2 teams facing each other is playing against who are ranked in the first week, and this game should be a good one. With this, I'm gonna have to go with Michigan. I'm have to go with Michigan because that's just what it is. They're playing on ABC at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 2:30 p.m. Central Time. Then we have at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, we have Stony Brook Seawolves on ESPN3 facing the number 19 South Florida. Of course, you know Florida won last weekend. They won on the 26th of August. They won last weekend, so they're already 1 game under the belt. So I truly believe South Florida. They're known for speed. I look at them getting a huge win in that game. Then at 5:15 p.m. Eastern Time, we have Western Michigan, the Broncos, versus number 4 rated the USC Trojans. That game is at 5:15 p.m. Eastern, 4:15 p.m. Central Time on the PAC Network. Of course, I'm going with USC. I can't see Western Michigan doing anything major to USC. Then at 6:15 Eastern Standard Time and 5 p.m. Central Standard Time on ESPN, we have the Appalachian State Mountaineers versus the number 15 ranked Georgia Bulldogs. And yes, the Georgia Bulldogs, I do feel, will roll over the Mountaineers in that game. At 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:10 Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on ESPN3, we have Central Arkansas Bears versus the number 20 ranked Kansas State Wildcats from the Big 12. That should be easy for the Wildcats. They should come away with the win with that one. That's who I'm going with, the Wildcats over the Bears. Then at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have, and 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on the SEC Network, we have Georgia Southern Eagles versus the number 12 Auburn Tigers. Again, Auburn, I feel like is too much for Georgia Southern. I don't think they have enough weapons in Georgia Southern to take down them Auburn Tigers. And then at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 Central Time on Fox, we want to see the great Louisville Cardinals, who's ranked 16 and has Lamar Jackson, who was a highlight reel from last season, who's playing the Purdue Boilermakers. And Purdue, I just don't feel like they can do or deal with Lamar Jackson, who's phenomenal when he gets on the gridiron. So they play tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then the game of the week, the number 1 week 1 best game of this week is at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on ABC. I'm sure everybody will be tuned in. You want to be tuned in for this game. If you're a huge NCAA college football fan, you got to be tuned into this game. We have the number 3 ranked Florida State Seminoles facing off the number 1 ranked team in the nation right now, the Alabama Crimson Tide, who lost the national championship last year to Clemson. But however, I'm sure Nick Saban is on the rim of trying to make a huge comeback from that loss. So, that being said, this is a good game. I really don't know which way it's going to go, but it's got to be one upset this weekend. With that being said, I'm going to take Florida State over over Alabama, the Crimson Tide. I'm going to pick Florida State to take the win tomorrow night. Then at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8:30 Central Time on ESPN, we have BYU Cougars facing the number 13 ranked LSU Tigers. LSU, BYU, I got to go with the Tigers over the Cougars. 2 cats, but either way, I think the Tigers is going to outdo the Cougars. A bigger cat and a tiger than it is a cougar. Then, then we have at 10:30 the late game on Saturday. 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 Central Standard Time. We have the Mountain State Bobcats versus the number 24 ranked team in the nation, Washington State Cougars. That should be a good game. Again, it's 2 cats. This time I'm going to take the Cougars over the Bobcats. Cougars win and beat the Mountain State Bobcats in that game. And then look at this. Week 1, we have a Sunday game. College football Sunday game. At FedEx Field, we have and the game is at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We have on ABC, we have the number 22 ranked West Virginia Mountaineers versus the number 21 ranked Virginia Tech Hokies. This right here should be also a great game. Virginia versus Virginia. They're out to start off the season right. And with that being said, somebody's got to take an L. And whoever takes that L is probably going to drop in the rankings, of course. So, with that being said, I am going to take, that's a hard one right there. VT versus West Virginia Mountaineers. That's a hard one. I'm going to take Virginia Tech because they're playing at home. I'm going to take, Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech to beat the West Virginia Mountaineers in that game. So, there you have it, folks. There are my predictions for this week in week 1. Oh, I'm sorry. There's one game on Monday night. I almost forgot. There is one more game to close out week 1. And it's a good game. Here it is. Monday, September the 4th, we have at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on ESPN, we have the number 25 ranked Tennessee Vols versus the Georgia Tech is not even ranked, versus the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Of course, we know Joshua Dobbs is no longer in Tennessee, so we have the backup quarterback, or he's no longer a backup, he's the starter. So I am going to go with Tennessee to beat Georgia Tech in their first game of the season, starting off 1-0. Sorry about that, Georgia Tech. Sorry about that, Georgia fans, but it is what it is. That's just how I see it. So there it is. There you have it, everybody. I hope y'all enjoyed the little video that you see right here. The video that you're looking at is the 2016 and 2017 some of the best hits of that season. I hope you enjoyed my podcast just now about this season, this wonderful NCAA season that's about to kick off here and within the next 3 hours. I think the first game for tonight is what? The first game for tonight is at 7 o'clock my time, because I'm in the Central Standard Time Zone. So on FS1, Rutgers versus Washington. So we have about 4 hours before the next game. Well, before the first game for tonight starts. So again, I thank each and every one of y'all for watching. I thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. And if y'all would, if you like what you see and like what you hear, and I want to hear about what y'all think about my predictions, please feel free to first Subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and then leave a comment down below and let me know what y'all think about my prediction. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I off my rocker? Am I taking it too far? What is it? Let me know. I have no problem knowing how y'all feel about what's going on. So with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a blessed college first week in college football. I thank each and every one of y'all. Have a blessed week. And here it is. Y'all see me again next week. This is your boy, Sean, a.k.a. Bishop. And I'm out this joint. Peace.